friend of mine gave me an unusual flower. In fact, this is Stevia. It is used as a sugar substitute and it's 200 times sweeter. It grows like a small shrub. You can even plant it in a pot. You have to harvest the leaves after the plant blooms. I read on the internet that you must get up early in the morning because the leaves are the sweetest. So I got up early, put out my daily tarot card and went to harvest them. You have to cut all the stems about 10 centimeters above the root. These are all the stems I cut from my plants. Now you need to tear the leaves one by one. I threw away the stems in my compost bin, but they are also sweet and you can use them too. Take a tray and put a few sheets of paper on the bottom. Wash the leaves carefully and place them on the paper to drain. Then you can change the paper and let the leaves dry off completely. It takes 3 to 5 days for the leaves to dry off, but it depends on the temperature and humidity in the room. While washing the leaves, I came up with an idea for an experiment, and this is actually the most interesting part of the video. So after I finished washing the leaves, I immediately went to the compost bin and took out the stems. I filled one glass with water and dipped them inside. The next day I noticed that new leaves had begun to grow. With each passing day they grew bigger and bigger until suddenly the temperature dropped and snow began to fall. At first I thought they were all dead, but shortly after that all the stems began to turn green again. All of them were alive and I was very happy. I saw that the roots had begun to grow. I waited a while for the roots to grow bigger, then I decided to plant them. Now you can see the roots up close. I went out to get some soil from the garden. When I plant something, I always use the soil from under the large cypress in my yard. And here is my dog. I read somewhere that it is very good for the plants to use such soil. Be very careful when dividing the stems, you can easily damage the roots. I decided to plant them in small plastic buckets. After I planted them, I watered them. The stevia grows very fast and it's easy to take care of. Now I'm going to show you some pictures from the next few days. Look at how much they grew in just 12 days. In the end, all you have to do is plant them separately and wait to harvest them again. And now I will show you how to use it. You can take the dry leaves and put them in a coffee grinder. The stems are sweet too. You can dry out the stems and grind them with the leaves. The stevia will turn into a powder. Empty the grinder on a sheet of paper and store the powder in a jar for spices. When I make myself a tea, I put about half a teaspoon in a cup, but everyone loves it differently. Then pour hot water and stir. You must know that small pieces of stevia will float in the tea. The coffee grinder can't grind it so fine. You won't feel them while drinking, but they may remain between your teeth. You can also put a whole leaf in the cup, but this way the effect is much weaker. It tastes different from sugar, but after a few days you will get used to it. That's all for today. Have a nice day and watch the unboxing of the coffee grinder.